A lot is happening, and I don't know. Okay. Hey everybody, I'm Andre, and this was kind of a mess. I was setting everything up. As you can tell, we're doing a lot today. We're working on creating weird cave structures and stuff in VR. And because it involves VR and game development and code and stuff, and I failed, but I tried to get TikTok on as well. Just every single thing that could have went wrong, and I had to drop half the stuff I wanted to do. I've learned, and I will fix everything that's happened. But as of right now, we are in fact live, so that at least that's good, and hopefully chat works. Though at this point, I don't trust anything. I'm gonna verify. What's the thing? Trust yet verify, whatever it's called. But I'm gonna just dive right into everything and make sure that everything is working as intended. I'm gonna get both chats up and running. Man, this entire thing. I need to get a better way of doing this because this is painful. Painful, I tell you. But I get both. Oh, and man, that thing's loud. Okay, let me fix that because that's annoying. This entire thing. I need to get a better way of doing this because this is. I hate my voice. Ah! How'd I mute it? Mute. Okay, there we go. Hello, Mango. How's it going? Hello, Songer. Have to watch on mute for a bit? No worries. Okay, I got both chats working, probably. This is gonna be fine. As much as it feels like a disaster, it's gonna be fine. Maybe. Okay, so YouTube isn't working. Okay, good to know. I'm gonna move this over here, and Songer got first. Congratulations on getting first. Let me turn off. Oh, this is gonna be crazy. But anyways, you guys are gonna love this. Okay, let's get this show on the road. So let me show you guys what I've been working on. And right now I have longer hair. So I need to like put this hat on to get the hair out of the way. And then I gotta like put this VR headset on. I think I really should have set up text to speech before this, but you know, again, you live and you learn. But let me show you guys what I'm working on. So this is a tool I created to help me create the cave systems in deepline in VR. So it's like a VR, actually you guys can see it, okay, perfect. So this is like a VR tool for drawing essentially, wait 1 second. Let me, not attractive, added. So I can draw shapes and control the size of the cave, and I can kind of build caves this way. So this is like a very, very nifty way for us to quickly and effectively build cave systems. And I can kind of like zoom in and out, and we can take a look at this and kind of figure out where we want to move stuff. So if I want to have like a little bit of like something here, if I want to have like a little bit of like an extraneous thing there, I can kind of create these shapes in VR. And then after we create the tool in VR, or create tool in VR, the cave in VR, I can download it and I can test it out on my computer. So what I can do is I can go here and let me switch to view over. This is going to be Kenzie, hello! Hello. Okay, so now we switch over to PC view. And let's see if this works as intended. Should I take this headset off? So now I can switch over to PC view, and we can actually test out the cave, so we can kind of see all the different areas I've made, and I can take a look and see how it feels from a gameplay perspective. So you can see this is where like kind of judge in a little bit. So you can see this little hole, can't go through there. So we're gonna the question mark was really funny. But yeah, so here we can kind of see how it feels like and how it looks like, and kind of get that claustrophobia. That'll make it feel like Iron Man? It feels sick. I will say that this tool feels amazing. Definitely like rough around the edges, quite literally, but for like a first pass, or for us to like get like, you know, a first draft of the cave systems, this is gonna be really, really good. So let's start from scratch. Let's start messing around with this a bit more. Let's go back into the VR view. I'm blind, I can't see nothing. There we go. So we're just going, I don't know if you guys can actually see when I do this. Let me experiment here. So when I do this, and I reset it, and then I go in here. Can you guys still see the screen? I think you can. Okay, so let's start small. I accidentally drew something, so let's erase that really fast. Okay, so what I'm thinking right now is I'm thinking that the beginning of the cave should be simple. I don't want it to be like too crazy off the bat. It's kind of like a wider entrance, kind of like going down. Kind of like, I want to get this kind of like this interesting structure thing going down here. And I kind of want to have like maybe some like offshoots in this direction. Kind of get into the cave system here. And I think one thing I should do next is actually add ability to create oxygenated areas. But let's do here. Let's kind of create this like area up here, and let's build it like that. I think this is like looking pretty good so far. I like it. The really cool thing about this is that this actually gets saved in its own file. So if we get something we like, we can always save it, and I can split it up and take parts from it down the line. I'm kind of thinking maybe there's something on this side. You know, like maybe like a small little thing here to kind of like for you to explore. Okay, so far so good. Maybe like the thing is, I don't want to make it too complicated. I think the more complicated you make it, it'll feel more annoying to traverse than interesting. I also don't want to make it too like trivial, you know. So maybe like we have like a bit of like a rise here. Maybe this like connects the surface with like this little thing here. Let's fix that. Okay. Man, it's so like this is like not optimized in the slightest. Like it's so glitchy, but I mean it does a job. Okay. I need to make it so I can actually like rotate like in space. You know what? Let's just try it out. Okay, it's downloaded. Very wiener adjacent. Can be more wiener if you want. Oh, it's a daisy. Yeah, I think anything that involves drawing, there's going to be that risk. I'm running the risk right now. But let's switch over to PC view. Let's reset this. So, okay, so here's a top aspect here we were going from. You kind of can see the branching. I don't know. Do you guys like it when it has so many paths? Because here we have. Oh, wait, what's the path where it goes up vertically? Or wait, was this the path? No, this was the dead end I created. I think. Hold up. So this is. Well, that's a dead end. Okay. I don't know. Part of me is like. I think it's a good feature. Okay. Okay. I think it'd be really fun for testing purposes to be able to for me to track people's movement inside here. But I think this is the surface thing I created. Yes, this is the end. This is the exit to the surface. Okay. Like longer paths. Okay. I think I agree. I think when it's like too clustered like this, it almost feels like it's not scary in a oh yeah, like this I don't know where this goes and stuff type thing. It's more scary in the I don't even know which X is which at this point. I think it was like more sparse. It would be better. I thought about doing a generative thing or a generative way of doing this, like procedural generation. And there are ways I can make it work, but I think it isn't going to feel as natural as I want it. I want to be able to like fine tune it. I think down the line when I start having structures that I'm more or less happy with, I can start trying to define ways to build it procedurally, which I think is the end goal anyways, because realistically speaking, if we really want to make this game like something crazy and massive and stuff, we can't really have me just build everything from scratch. It needs to there needs to be something. I mean, it's kind of like placing every tree in Witcher, you know? Okay, so I think it's looking pretty good. I do agree that I think longer paths. So let's reset this. Go back to the VR view. Okay, now let's quickly go back a little bit. And then let's go enter VR. One thing I have noticed, okay, so I have been looking into caves recently because obviously I have to. And one thing I've noticed is that a lot of caves have this structure, right? Where they have a path going down, right? And then they have this flat region like this. Oh god, it's glitching. But they have like a flat region and it kind of goes further down. Then they have another flat region here. And it kind of branches out a little bit in that sense. Okay, a little. And I will say one of the cooler things I found when I was testing out different procedural things earlier. What if it was a huge area down here, it kind of opens up and it's like this big basin, and you kind of have to find this little exit out. But what I was saying was, so one thing I noticed that was really cool is when you have a path, right? Like this, you have a sharp turn. That feels really cool to me. Okay, let's test this out. So it's uploaded. let's run this. Reload. Okay, so let's go to the top. Let's start from the top of it. Okay, so I think this is the top. Yeah, I think the bigger rooms, I don't know. Do the bigger, maybe the room isn't big enough. Maybe bigger? Like actually I'd like to explore the room. I don't know. Like it kind of feels pretty cool. I feel like it could almost be bigger. Maybe longer paths. Okay, so I made a pretty big room down here. Let's see if it's how big the bigger room is. Oh, did I break? I think this one got broken because it was when I was filling it in, it didn't really fill in properly. You can kind of see the, or is it? No, this is a. Wait, hold up. Or is this it? No, this is the. Oh, this is one of the little things up on the edge. I don't know. Is bigger better in this case? Because I kind of like structures like these because they're not like complex, but they're so confusing. Like imagine like you're like swimming around and you get into this like little corridor and you're back in the same room but you're all like twisted around. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I think this is gonna be play tested a lot. I liked how I think in some places the polygons look kind of weird, but in other places they look really sick actually. I almost feel like maybe like a flatter, longer surface. Let's try it out. That's what we're doing today. Today's gonna be an experimental day, just seeing what works, what doesn't. Probably mostly doesn't. I should add like a scaled model of a person to like ground my development. It's kind of, I mean, I know there's not a whole lot going with this, but it's kind of crazy that it feels like this is so much bigger when we're actually developing it, but when you actually work on it or swimming in it, it actually doesn't feel that big at all. I think we can really go massive with this map and like add a whole lot of exploration. So I want to just add like a long, really thin, maybe like a really long, thin pipeline. Like, what if it was like something like this? I want to try something like that. And then what if I kind of want to try like a long flat, like I need more tooling. I don't think this is geologically realistic, but I kind of want to do like a long one. Let's try this out. I'm kind of curious at this point. How will this feel? Let's give her a run. Okay, we're near the top, no wait. This is the top. Oh, where are we exactly right now? Are we close to the flat? I think this is the flat. Oh, that's so trippy. That's so trippy, honestly. But that must have been the start. Okay. Okay. It's complicated. I have complicated feelings about it. I don't think I hate it, per se. Also, let me just make sure. I'm going to check on my streams really fast. Yeah, I don't think I hate it, but I think it's... I don't know if I'm just like underestimating how long these path lines go. It felt so much longer when I drew it. That feels like nothing. I kind of want to see like how long a complete straight looks like. It does make me think, because I remember one of the commenters on YouTube said something about basically having complete free mouse rotation, like full 360. I feel like that would be so, like, I like it. I think it's a cool concept. I'm curious how that would feel, because I feel like here you kind of still get to the point where you hit the top and you're like, oh yeah, that's up. Like you still have a grounding aspect. But maybe, I feel like kind of need that a little bit though, because I feel like if you had like full proper rotation, it's gonna feel like probably too weird in a way. Like here, I still feel like I can maneuver if I wanted to. Okay, let's try to do like a really long one. I kind of want to play with this before I really dive in. Let's switch back. Okay, let's... The controls feel intuitive though. I think there's some stuff I can do to make it feel better, but at least for a baseline, these controls feel good. I can see myself working on this. I think we're gonna definitely need like a central mind thing, which I have something for. It's just not in right now because I couldn't get it working the way I wanted to or looking the way I wanted to before the stream. Okay, I'm gonna make a really long one. Like, as there is like a limit to how big things can be here. I want to see if I like go crazy. What is like a really... Okay, so that's as long as it can go. Let's add some more at the top. Can it go above? I forget this. Oh, can, okay. I think we're gonna hit the limit here. Yeah. This is as long as one can go right now. How long does this feel? That's what I'm curious about. Let's find out. That is so claustrophobic. I kind of wish the flash was a little more dim. This is a respectable distance. Okay, okay. That's respectable. That's nothing to laugh about. And that's honest. I like the super narrow passages. Yeah, if the flashlight was just a little bit dimmer, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But actually, genuinely, I think these long, thin ones definitely feel really good. I feel like this view, like this, just like, even with the bright flashlight, kind of like look through this hole, like into the darkness, and you can't really see beyond the rocks. That's like visually so good. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. How much? I think there should still be a little bit of branch. I don't know how much branching is a good amount of branching. I think that should be the next experiment. My face. Put the face back. Let's erase that really fast. But yeah, so this is like the maximum reach. What if we like added something like that? Or like, what if we had like just a ridiculously like long, like zigzaggy, like something like this? Actually, you know, really cool. Like, what if it was like one that was like just the smallest little pipe? Like, how small can we like create a How claustrophobic could we make this? Okay, we got a couple interesting experiments here. Let's download it and let's find out. Should we restart? The worst part is actually I don't know the order. I think the thinnest one is near the top. I'm gonna just start from the top and go down as if I'm like an actual player. Going down, looking for potential places to explore. Oh, there we go. No, that's a... Was it above this? There's definitely a possibility that a geometry, like, smoothing covered up it. I guess that'll be some interesting information as is. Which one is this? Oh, I think this one's the one with the crazy turns. Yeah, this is the one with the crazy turns. I kind of like the crazy turns, honestly. I feel like players are going to hate it. Let's see, can I get out of here? I think you can. I think you can still, like, it's not, like, impossible to, like, figure a way out of it. I want to find the really thin pipe. Wait, which one is this one? It's a dead end. Oh no, wait. No, this is the dead end. Okay. Let's see, where is... We're at the bottom. Wait, no, this is... Oh, man. I'm already getting myself lost. I mean, you know it's going to be good when you get lost testing this thing. Yeah, that's that path. Okay. I still don't think I've seen the really thin one. Oh wait, is this it? Okay. This feels a little thinner. Is this the one? No, this is the one that with the... goes back up. I take this VR headset off. Give me a headache. Okay. I definitely think the longer runs feel better. I think I'm underestimating how long of a or how big of a room feels good. Because I think the rooms I made so far, they don't feel like tall enough. They don't feel like an actual like massive thing they happened across. They feel kind of small. That makes me wonder, like, how big are these caves IRL? I'm also kind of curious, is the headache I'm having right now because of the VR headset, or is it because of the crazy maps I created? Oh wait, hold up, is this the... No, that's the one that didn't complete. I think the central area of the mine has to be like a proper mine shaft. The more I'm messing around with this, the more like it's exceedingly obvious. I think beginner players are going to need that handhold initially. There's as much to like There's too many places to get turned around and messed up here. I love how you can't see the exit, or you think it's a dead end, and then you get here and like, oh wait, there's more. I think that's one of my favorite parts about this. There has to be like really, like, even this still feels like free swimming. There has to be like parts of the cave we gotta kind of like squeeze past. This isn't scary enough for sure. I don't think I made it, the geometry of like the tooling to actually make a squeeze that's tight. Or tight enough to make that work. Okay. I will say, I think that's mostly what I wanted to show you guys today. I did not advertise. This is mostly a test, I'm being honest, today on like the capabilities of the stream. I'm just checking the social medias really fast. Today's post did amazing on Instagram for some reason. Absolutely massive on Instagram. Almost, I will say, I feel like if I didn't ask for the follow thing at the end, because that's where the engagement dropped off like drastically. If I didn't do that, I probably would have gotten more. But also, I feel like we got some some people on the Discord from it, so. Difficult decision making here. Okay. Anyways, I think that's all I really wanted to show you guys today. I know it's a kind of a shorter stream. I think we're gonna have like longer streams where I'm actually like truly testing things. I feel like I need to like do a thing where I actually like announce it, because I think something where I'm actually talking to you guys or getting feedback back and forth, that's something that kind of will be really beneficial. I feel like right now I kind of put this out of the blue, no advertising, no nothing. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here. Okay, but at least we know that the multi-streaming works to YouTube and TikTok, and now I know that YouTube still won't do it right, do the actual streaming thing right. I'm trying to figure that out actually. Yeah, no, I need to figure this out. But anyways, I'm gonna figure out, I think getting text-to-speech working and having like a way for me to do this all either entirely on the headset or without the headset or something, that's probably I need to figure that out first before I can truly stay in VR for a whole stream and design stuff. Wait, why are you doing the crying face? Should I stream for more? I can stream for more. I sound so sad? No. I just gave myself a headache. I don't know how I gave myself a headache. I think it's a mixture of turning off the air conditioning and keeping the headset on for too long. Well, we have a lot more growth to do, for sure. Okay, but I'm going to stream some more tomorrow. Take a break from the screen for a bit? Yeah, I think I will. But tomorrow I'm going to start marketing this a bit better, and we're going to start getting some heavier work. I think this is the right direction. This is for sure the right direction. Okay, well, hope you guys all enjoyed. This is kind of a test drive stream. And I will see you guys tomorrow.